Hey, Taylor Rapp here from the LA Rams. Shout out to Steve Taylor, the real sports guy, and the honorary Ram. When Steve's talks sports, you better listen. Thanks, Steve from the Rams, for your continued support and love. We are taking it all the way this year, but you already know that. Go Rams.
It's Albert Prince Bell, 21-0 checking in, and you rocking with Keeping It Real Sports. And we're gonna be on here a lot of times. I love the platform. Check in, it's the new wave. Like, follow, subscribe, and do all that good stuff.
The Sandman is out this week, but have no fear. The Savvy One is here to break down all of this week's sports news. As always, make sure you like and subscribe and tell us what you want to hear. The show starts right now. Real sports. Oh, it's Saturday morning, man, and I am feeling great and so glad that you could join us. I'm the Real Sports guy, Steve Taylor. That is not the same, man. That is the Savvy One. Glad to sit there, man. How you doing today, my brother?
Good morning to you, sir. Glad to be here.
Man, we got so much to talk about, man. Hey, look, Andy is traveling right now. Andy, safe travels to you and the missus. Hey, look, sis, take care of that guy. I know he's in good hands when he's with you. Man, look here. Last night, it all started quick, man. When you start at the top, we had a show already planned, but then this happened, man. Actually, let's get into what we call the quick hitters as I jump the gun. Let's get into quick hitters. Quick hitters. So last night, man, Dame Dollar, he gets paid, man. He signs a 2-year, $122 million deal to stay in Portland. Your thoughts on this?
It's exactly that, Steve. I get started with the sound of exasperation. Like, why belabor this train wreck of a career because of your location, Dane? Why do this? But you can't
60
count
mil.
people's pockets. I was going
Right,
there, Steve.
60 mil. You know my thoughts? You know what my thought was?
Get the money.
That's what, there
Johnny
you go.
Kipper. Yeah, okay. We dancing at the bank. I get this, my friend. The only reason I question in this way is because the people will say he's about winning, and winning is not going to have you grinning in Portland anytime soon. And God bless Chauncey Billups. I'm just saying, Steve.
Yeah.
So, hey, it's a Bradley Beal. It's a Bradley Beal. That's all I can. It's a Bradley Beal.
Right. So, and we'll get to that a little bit later. But speaking of winning, last Sunday, this happened, man. The Birmingham Stallions, they won the USFL Championship, going 11-1, completing the season. I mean, man, they really showed out, man. And the thing about it that jumped out to me is,
Was my blind pick?
That was your blind pick. Victor Bolden Jr. was named. He was named the MVP of the game. But man, both quarterbacks, man, were knocked out of the game. Their starting quarterback J.Mar Smith and Mr. Magoo. No, people, I'm not making this up. Alex Magoo comes in and saves the day. Throws a winning touchdown pass to Victor Bolden Jr. Saved the Stallions win the thriller, 33-30. Hey man, give me your thoughts, man, on just the USFL and where they're going.
Listen, it seems they're going to continue going to the bank because very pleasant surprise out of USFL. And Steve, you said something important that I think is very noteworthy to this very inquiry, which is 2 quarterbacks, 1 game, dismissal through violence. Something the NFL has left long in yesteryear. So hats off to them for that and the new wave of how sports should look.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at this.
And speaking of hats off and the new way sports is looking, man, let's go to the NHL where this guy, Mike Greer, he becomes
applause.
The first black GM in National Hockey League history. But look, Savvy, this dude is the second GM in the family because his brother is the GM of the Miami Dolphins. So, man, it's something in that family, man. What's going on, bro?
Shots out to Mr. Greer.
Yeah. You're doing something right. You're doing something right.
The apples do not fall far from the tree, as they say. And so here is a clear-cut case of evidence.
Yeah. So moving on to last week, recapping, man, UFC 276, where the champions both show up, they show out, they win convincingly. One more so than another, Alexander Volkanovski, he wins going way over Max Holloway for the 3rd time. What I found out is he broke his hand in the 2nd round, and he fights like that with a broken hand. OMG, because he really put it on Max. And then Israel Adesanya against Jerry Cannonier. He did what he had to do. Cannonier really didn't push the issue in that. But Adesanya just proves that he is head and shoulders above the rest. Your thoughts on UFC 276?
Well, you said it, Steve. I'm actually going to keep it very simple because, once again, as someone who does not claim expertise in the field of UFC, Adesanya, once again, my pick. Check the tape.
Yeah.
Check the tape.
Speaking of checking the tape, man, let's check this tape here, man. Because the words are out, and I know you know a little bit about this one. The war of words is heating up. This thing is set for September the 10th. Man, undefeated Savannah Marshall against undefeated champion Clarissa Shields. Give me your thoughts.
Wow. Okay, so I saw the press conference, Steve, and I watched it in its entirety. And you know me. You know, I'm reading body language. I do the whole thing. And I gotta be honest, I want to believe the possibility, right? I want to believe that. But the reality won't let me dive into the pool of hope. But amateur wins do not amount to people who really ain't friends. And Clarissa has this energy of hatred for anybody that she doesn't love. Okay? And this is one of the few athletes that I know and that I consider consciously, period, in any type of endeavor, that hatred does seem to serve her effort in a maximum sort of execution. And that's where I get concerned here, Steve. As much as I want to I wanna believe, you know what I mean? I wanna go with the shock the world thing, but it's really not gonna be one of those. I think it could be early work, Steve, and I know we talked about it, and it's possible, and the young lady is highly skilled, but Clarissa's a different animal, and now they've irritated her because it's like she just can't get any respect for anything that she does or has done, Steve. So I just think it could be a high penalty to pay when it comes to where I can get my hands on you.
I'll tell you what it is. This must-watch TV. And for people, let me rewind this for you. This young lady, Savannah Marshall, owns a victory over Clarissa Shields. Of course, they were amateurs at the time. These both ladies are coming into this fight 12-0. Both of them are champions. So this is champion versus champion. Clarissa Shields 12-0, 2 knockouts. This young lady, Savannah Marshall, she's coming in 12-0, 10 knockouts. So she's finishing her as her opponent. This is going to be Can't Miss TV. It's all set for September the 10th. Man, I can't wait. Savvy, look, the women's final is going on, and we've got a first time. This is absolutely epic because this is the first time in 6 decades that 2 women may reach their first Wimbledon final. Otis Jabeur, she right now giving you an update. She's up a set, and right now Elena Rybakina, she has a break in the second set. Man, this is gonna be it's a contrast of styles. The power of Elena against the slicing dice of Jabeur.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's I feel like it's all in the name, Steve. It's Jabeur.
Look. This young lady
Jabeur.
said at the beginning of the year, she said, "I'm going to win Wimbledon." Now, keep in mind, she's never been to the final in any major event, but she said, "I'm going to win Wimbledon," and they went out and had a poor showing at the Australian Open. Went out in the French, got bounced in the French Open. However, she's 11-0 on grass. She's got it going on right now. And the last time I checked, the Wimbledon was played on grass. So, so let's see how this works out for you. But let's go to the men's side of things, man, where the great one, Rafael Nadal, he withdraws, man, with a abdominal tear, man. I mean, oh, man. You know, for him, he was playing so well. I was really looking forward to he against Nick Kyrgios. Kyrgios is man, flying up the charts, man, with his play and his controversy that is following him. So he advances to his first final, which is at Wimbledon against Novak Djokovic with a walkover. I mean, Nick was playing well, but man, my hat's off to the king. Novak Djokovic, man. I mean, once again, you know, last night he gets it done in 4 sets. I mean, you know, man, you think Novak is the favorite to win this thing?
No, Steve, we already know. Look, but I'm getting ready to say something to you that's going to sound funny, but it's not a joke. Jokey is losing this one.
Ooh.
Bang.
Ooh.
Keep that tape.
Ooh. Yeah, now see, I'm gonna tell you, he's gonna have to show me, because you're looking at a guy who's won his last 27 matches at Wimbledon. He is 26-1 on center court at Wimbledon. And he's going against a guy who's playing in his first Wimbledon final. And that's a little bit different.
He doesn't know any better, Steve. He doesn't know it's not his place to disrupt Joker's pomp and circumstance and his celebrations. He doesn't care. Like, what did you tell me? You said, I'm looking at the guy here with the power game. Now, will he possibly burn out as Joker takes him in the deep and murky waters? And this is what I mean. He doesn't know that he's not supposed to come out of there. And this is what I'm telling you. Let's lean on that energy that you have, Steve, that always says, not today.
Okay.
Not today.
All right.
Not
All right.
today.
Hey, but I tell you what we will do today. Let's get into the hurry up. Man, hey, let's get into it, man. Baker Mayfield, he gets traded. He finally gets his wish, man, and he gets out of Cleveland. He lands in Carolina. Your thoughts on this?
I'm disappointed, Steve, to be honest, that this happened. Not because I didn't want Baker to find a new home or any of that. I just wanted the situation to play out in a way that would prove the most incredible demonstration of buffoonery known to the sport of football. I was counting on all of that taking place with Baker seemingly being forced or just out of necessity, period, having to start the season in the campaign with the Browns. And not only that, because that would bring the fodder and just slapstick and satire it would create. No. I was then hoping on about a 6 to 8 week run of ultimate success to the tune of about 6-2, anything 7-1. Hell, 8-0 would have been splendid while all this was going on. And then with a season that culminates, you could have just given me a playoff win, hell, but an AFC Championship or anything like that, say against the Bengals, oh, it would have been priceless. And all that's been dashed to hell now. And whatever.
We
I no longer
have a
care.
caveat. We still have a caveat.
The game won.
Baker does play Cleveland. He does play Cleveland.
And there you got one day of story, but it just doesn't cut the mustard, Steve, on what I was hoping for.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Speaking of hopes, let me get your thoughts on this. The state of the Los Angeles Lakers right now. I mean, we got Westbrook, and we got the wheelchair man, and we've got the man who's starting to turn old. I mean, give me your thoughts on the state of the Lakers. However, Scottie Pippen Jr.
Steve,
pretty good.
First of all, that's funny you say that about LeBron, because LeBron is actually looking older than me. LeBron just seems like he's older than I am. But I don't know why you try to set me up I'm trying to be calm and cool, Steve. You know, I'm working on a new thing in life. And you got me on here trying to get me to comment. I want to say next time. Thank you. Good man. I love being on this show.
Give me your thoughts on this, man. The big trade.
Okay.
The Hawks and the Spurs, man. The Hawks get DeJounte Murray, the Spurs superstar. One and only Spurs get Danilo Gallinari, man, who, they waive right away. But the 3 first-round picks, the 2025, 2027, Charlotte's 2023, and a pick swap. Man, I mean, is that enough?
Well, can I spin it this way? Because to dissect that, Steve, I'm not sure that would be us doing our most fortified job in this situation. I say that to say I feel the question might be for you. I know you are a Spurs loyalist. So are you perhaps shocked, or not even shocked, or maybe taken back a little bit by the fact that Pop is still in here looking like he's willing and showing us at least right now a demonstration that he's willing to actually look forward with what is now to the picks and what you got back. And as you ask, is it enough? That's a restructuring, and they're saying we're going to do this in the old-fashioned way to some degree. Not saying that they're not open to any free agency. I'm sure something may come up at some point. But with a move like this, it says that I'm in on a rebuild. I'm not really looking at the retirement door like the world might expect. And I thought I'd be getting your thoughts on that.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. See, here's the thing about that is what we should have done was this 3 damn years ago with Kawhi Leonard. Okay, we should have broke it down and built it back up, because by now we'd be up and going. What we're looking at right now is the Popovich model, who is spread out all along the leagues. You got your Steve Kerr, who's a Popovich clone. You've got Brett Brown, who is a Popovich clone. You got the guy, man, in Milwaukee, who's a Popovich clone. You got the guy in Boston now, who's a Popovich clone. So they're sprinkled all throughout the league, okay? Right. And what we're looking at is the model of the Golden State Warriors, because what did they do? They drafted well. And to draft well, you need to pick. So they got the pick. So I like what they're doing. I like the young core. Hey, this is a 3-and-D league, whether you like it or not. Old school guys, this is the new media. You got to get with it. You know, you got to get guys that can play multiple positions. And so that's what the Spurs are starting to do. You see that with the young group that they drafted this year. This is going to continue. They'll just add pieces. They're looking to tank. They're looking to tank, because if you notice the picture, you see I got Popovich sitting over there in the tank. Yeah, right. Because that's what the hell we're doing, is we're tanking. We're tanking this year because the number 1 pick is a 7'1" kid with a 7'9" wingspan. Okay, that could be Tim Duncan, man, rebirthed all over again, or David Robinson. That's what the heck they looking at, man. So it's just a rebirth for the Spurs.
Sure indeed. Sure indeed. Oh, hey, quick sidebar, Steve, just so you know, back on Kiro's just versus Joker, that's set up for upset. I had to check the line. I just wanted to jump in there real quick, and I looked to see what was on the board for that in terms of the odds maker. It smells of upset. That's all I'm saying. I just wanted to put something else on it, not just my opinion. Sorry, moving on.
All right, yep, let's move on.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
The Carolina Panthers trade for disgruntled Cleveland quarterback Baker Mayfield. Does that mean he's going to be the opening day starter for the Panthers? Let's debate it. All right, man, you got the floor first, man. Give me your thoughts.
Now, hold on. And that first part, can you tell me the first part of the clip? My audio was crazy right off the top. I caught the second part. I want to make sure I got the whole question.
Well, the whole question was, now that Baker's been traded to the Carolina Panthers, does that make him the opening day starter?
No. And that's my biggest concern, if I have any about this, because I just got done telling you I don't give a damn about this anymore now that he's not in Cleveland. It just doesn't have the sizzle. His life, to me, doesn't. But since you're asking this, no, it doesn't mean that. And that's why this whole thing is kind of trivial in nature. Why did it even really happen? I feel like you got Sam Darnold S-ness still, even if Baker's a better option, whatever that is. I just feel like Carolina's a team that's still in a flatline mode to some degree, not going up, not really going down, but I'm just not interested. But no, Steve, but to answer the question, no, it doesn't mean that. And he has to battle for a job that he's late getting a start on the playbook. So whatever.
Yeah, you know what, man, as much as I respect your take on it, man, it's the reason that they traded for him, man. I mean, they knew what the hell they had, man, and that guy standing behind him, man. So they went out and got him, man. I mean, you already know that Sam Darnold is doo-doo. So let's go with what we don't know. Let's go with what could be, okay? Because the last time we checked, that guy Baker Mayfield, when he was healthy, he took his team to the playoffs, and he went into Pittsburgh and won a playoff game. So, man, it could be a rebirth for Baker. I'd love to see him go in, be the opening day starter, go into Cleveland and get that dub. But don't tell Andy I said that. Okay.
Right. Oh yeah, absolutely. But still, just before you flip to the next, you said, does it mean that he'll be the opening day starter? And I say no, but I do agree with that take. Is he the better option? Yeah, Carolina, get him in the game and run that stat.
Yeah. So here we go. The next one. Kevin Durant has gone silent. So what is Kevin Durant's destination? Let's debate it. All right, your floor is yours, man. What's KD's destination?
Brooklyn. Well, I told you, I gave you my take. I still feel like the LeBron plot might be on with he and Kyrie, and they do some sort of LA tryst, and they pull a blockbuster later that's probably like a 3, maybe 4 team trade, biggest in history. It actually shifts the entire landscape, not just because the Laker adjustment that it would obviously create, but I think you'd have to have like at least a 3, maybe 4 team trade that might be unprecedented in history. But outside of that, Brooklyn.
Yeah, man. You know, I think from what I'm hearing is it's a power play to get his boy paid a long-term deal, Kyrie.
I get some of that, Steve, but it's still nonsense at the end of the day.
Yeah. It's Durant.
You signed.
Yeah. It's
yeah,
the
you
thin
signed
man.
though, Durant.
It's the thin man. You know, man, get out of here, man. You know, all of your moves have been questionable moves. You can say what you want about LeBron, but he never left any job undone. You know,
you right about that.
You know. I mean, even in Cleveland, the first time he left Cleveland, he went to Miami, finished that job. He came back to clean the job up in Cleveland, and if it leaves LA, he got a chip, so he done got his job done there. So, man, everywhere he's done, he's gotten the job done. Come on, then, man, show me what you got.
Man, Steve, I would make them all sit there. I'm just telling you. If I'm the Brooklyn Brass, the way you've embarrassed us, and they think we don't do our jobs well, both of your black asses is sit right here and get to work. Get to work. Period.
All right. Now that we've had a sneak peek at the NBA rookies, any second thoughts on the draft order? Let's debate it. All right. We've had a sneak peek. Give me your thoughts.
Absolutely no issues with the order. As a matter of fact, if we're going to use these early returns from the Summer League, which is absurd at best, but since we're doing
this is what we do.
Since we're doing that, I say it further solidifies the order.
Well, you know, Paolo, man, showed. It's funny because Paolo and Jabari, the first and the third picks, are the same age. In fact, it's like weeks that separate those guys in age. But when you look at him play, Paolo looks so much like a grown man. He looks like the NBA now. I guess you know what it is, and it just popped in my head. That's what happens when you go to Duke. You know, and that must be Coach K calling you right now.
Yeah.
Right on the money.
Sorry about that. No, I know better. Mr. Damn TV production, man. Gosh. Dog it. Are you serious? It was you know what that was, though? That's my alarm, though. It's time for rehearsrsal. You know I'm in a show, Steve. I'm in another show in August. Sorry. I'm on stage again. So it's time to go to rehearsal. That's all.
That's it, man. Hey, man. So look here, real quick before we get out of here, man. We've got teams that are re-signing its own players to supermax deals, man. Man, let's play a game real quick. What we're gonna call? Hey, look, do we pay them or are you serious? As NBA teams sign its players to supermax deals, let's look at a few of them and say justifiably so, or are you serious? Let's get into it. All right, let's start with this guy here, Zach LaVine. LaVine signs a $215 million contract with the Bulls, man. Is this a dude, man, that you just pay or what?
Well, based on what they're doing and what's happening right now, then sure, you pay him. But I'm not sure if I like 5 years at that tune. But hey, I understand that's the market and what's happening. So in that regard, then that man you do pay if he plays for the Chicago Bulls.
You know what I would got to say?
No one has ever done that. No one has ever done that in the history of Dota.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
Are you serious, man? Are you serious? man, got $215 million for Zach LaVine, the Dunk King.
See, so I did say that, but I didn't say it. See, I was cooperating with the format.
Right. Okay, DB, Devin Booker. Do you pay him?
Oh,
Or
absolutely.
are you serious?
Absolutely. No, he's the only person who should be paid in Phoenix. Chris Paul, actually. The people are dancing. Out there, we stepping, we sidestepping with the bread. Right. Yeah, give Devin Booker his money.
Okay, Carl Anthony Towns, man, he breaks the bank, man. I mean, 4 years, $224 million supermax, man. Give me your thoughts on this one.
All right, I was waiting on you to do the reveal.
Wait. Here,
where's the screen?
No one has ever done that. No one has ever done that in the history of Dota.
Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious?
Right. Are you serious? Are you serious? Yeah, right. Jackie Chan, get him up here immediately. Right. Macaulay Culkin. Oh, no. Please.
Here's one man that you talked about earlier. Bradley Beal, man.
And this one I can't understand. I don't understand.
Well, he got to 251.
And I get what he's doing. Bradley Beal, hey, if you cool with just hooping and getting paid to hoop, then you won. As long as you don't listen, I ain't mad at anybody who gets their paper, but just don't say that winning is most important to you. That's all. And I'm not mad at Bradley Beal. I totally get what you just did.
I do too, because you know what he's doing, don't you?
Yep, yeah, Friday night. They jumping. It's on Bradley Beal. I got the tab, y'all. He was good, yeah.
Oh, here's the last one, man. Hey, look here. Zion, man. Zion signs a huge deal, man. He got the 191 million, but that thing can go up to $231 million, man. Give me your thoughts, man, on Zion.
Oh, I'm 1,000% on board. I think that young man is going to make a lot of people eat their words. All this chitter chatter as he went through whatever caused him to have his physical setbacks, whatever, from the surgeries to obviously a young man who needed nutritional instruction and what have you. I believe he's taken the necessary steps to, at the very minimum, get himself into the right direction and trajectory on what he needs to become. And I think we're getting ready to see the flashes early of that when we get around here to preseason and what have you. Buckle up. These Pelicans will be pecking at your forehead, people, soon. Yeah, especially with him signing. See, because the message, Steve, with him signing that deal is him saying, "Oh, I looked around,
and it's cool here. It ain't gonna get much cooler." Yeah,
we about to be sweet.
Yeah, I get that, man. And with that, man, I tell you, another one in the books, man. 41 shows in. I appreciate you, man, for being a part of it, man, for stepping in for Andy, man, who's traveling, man. You're a guest here, man. You're not a guest here, man. You're a friend here, man. You got a spot here anytime you want to, man. All you gotta do is say move over, man. That's how we rock, and you know that.
Right. No doubt, man. Hey, look, I just appreciate it, man. Shouts out Sam, man, and the missus. Safe travels, like you said. And thank you guys both, man. Steve, you already know it's love, brother. Thank you for having me. I had a blast. It's crazy in here, man, with the Johnny Kemp. When they got the slide, I'm out on that. I'm crazy. It's out of control. Out of control.
Oh, man, yeah. So special thanks to the Savvy One, the host of Black and White Sports, man. We appreciate you, man. Hey, look, and it's another one in the books. Until next week, we wish you love and peace. Deuces.